Okay, we just got this started. We're using some pine boards, pieces of kindling not broke up. Use a little alcohol and paper to get started. There is a slight breeze, so I decided to go ahead and go for it. It's only about 20 degrees out here. It did have some smoke trying to come out of these holes when it was first lighting. We won't make this too long. We'll cut in and out here. We'll stop video here until it gets burning a little better. Okay, another little shot here. It's still not getting roaring yet. It's trying to come out of the jets. And that wood's going to burn hot. That's old pine boards. That's something that's been out in the shed for 100 years. An old piece of 1x4 pine board split up. So it's going to burn nasty. It looks like my epoxy is going to burn off if you see it burning there to the right. But it may cake itself in there and act like a seal. No windscreen. I do have a windscreen. This is made out of metal off a 55-gallon oil drum. But the whole idea is not to have windscreens. So at least we're going to see right on film that the epoxy is burning. I said maybe it'll bake down and it'll still be alright. We'll be back again when it's burning a little more. It's just starting to come out of the jets. It's trying to come out of the hole right down here too. So it's trying to get backward smoke. We'll be back. Okay, we burned the epoxy off. It may stay intact even though it burnt. And we loaded up with a second load of wood. If I had my wood chips, it'd be a lot better fire than this pine wood. It just burns a lot of soot. What's that? We're going to move in here so you can see the smoke down in there. The camera's too close. It is pretty cold out here. It says it's only 20 degrees. I'm out here like a fool. So I did use a little alcohol to get it started. You can see where the epoxy burns a gray color. We did have some smoke coming out of here and fire because I had some epoxy underneath this lid. So hopefully that stuff will burn out. So I wouldn't recommend using it unless you want to try like I'm doing and see if it will stay in there. We're going to tap on it and see. It may stay in there. So this all it may stay in there alright once it's burnt. It burnt the flammable part out. So it may work, but it will crumble. I've had it crumble before. Said we still do have a breeze out. Back away from there a little bit. We still do have a breeze out, but it looks like this may work. It'll suck air in here, go down, and act like a windscreen. It won't be trying, because you have the wood stove sitting out there without a windscreen. It just blows so much air underneath it, it just blows the fire out. This way, it's just going to blow across here. If I had my wood chips, it'd be a lot better fire. But I think any size hole you make in the top, it's still going to work as jets. This won't have the coals like the hickory. This camera is odd when it does that. It gets too bright when you zoom in. And I did turn the can. I turned the can where it was on fire on the epoxy. I kept turning it like this. Ooh, that paint feels a little sticky. I'd say I wouldn't want to touch my hands on there. This paint was dry when it wasn't cured 24 hours. It is hot up in here. You go down here, I can touch it. I touch about halfway up before it gets hot. That's the whole idea. You can possibly set it on a picnic table or something. That was the idea of it. Don't do what I do and get burnt. It's cold out here, so I can stick my hand on there and the bottom half's not too hot. And this isn't very good wood. It burns up real quick. It doesn't make very good coals either. I wouldn't recommend pine boards. I'd rather use something else. Because it's putting itself out. And there's plenty of wood left in there. Okay, at least we get the idea. I get some wood chips. I may do a wood chip one. I haven't had much luck with wood pellets. Whatever in them is like some kind of binder, wax, or something petroleum product. It burns so black and sooty. Any of my stoves, I never had any luck with it, and I end up using the stuff to start my stove with. But thanks for watching. Okay, I thought I'd add this in here. I did have a lot of paint on here, so that's probably a lot of fire, but you can see that powdering. But I think it will stay in there long enough to make a seal for a while. I did pretty good doing those cans. I wanted it airtight. Not bad for a first burn. Get all the stuff burned out of it. So I would, you want to spend the money, I would do it again. I'd put epoxy in there again. It may crack out. But I didn't let it cure 24 hours either. It only cured for about an hour or so. I don't know what the cure time is, but I'm happy with it. I just want to do a burn test with wood chips. If you watch my other videos with wood chips, those really get burning. That would be the ultimate test of this. Some good old hickory chips. I say this will work. Built-in windscreen. But thanks for watching.